Good morning, everyone. Today marks the 16th day of our dad's death. If we are going to backtrack what we have accomplished so far, we are so sad to say that there hasn't been any progress yet. Yes, there are so many agencies involved in the investigation of our dad's brutal shooting, like the PNP, Provincial Command, its Regional Command, and they even created a CIDG Task Force Uy, and even the NBI has already conducted its own parallel investigation. But why have we not heard from any of these agencies since the start of their investigation until now that 2 weeks have passed already? The funniest thing is that you would see the development of our dad's case in every newspaper in town, including the TV news programs of different networks nationwide. But we are always the last people to know. We were even surprised to see that one of these agencies released last May 4, 2011, cartographic sketches of 2 alleged suspects, and they already posted them on the walls of our city and also in other municipalities here in Western Samar. The sketches were even published in newspapers locally and nationally. But did they even consider paying us a courtesy visit first and release an initial result of their investigation before going to the media and start earning some bogey points from our president before he paid his respect to our dad last May 5? Did they show us these sketches first before the public? The answer is no. The sketches are even doubtful, if you'll ask me, because according to a high-ranking PNP official, they are not the assailants, but could only provide information. Honestly speaking, we are asking ourselves, are they conducting an impartial investigation? Are they really here to help us on the case? Or maybe they are just here because our president said so. I have read an article before stating that if a murder case has no leads within the first 48 hours of the incident, then the trail is getting cold. I don't have knowledge of solving murder cases, but if this statement is true, then we are already given false hopes. 2 weeks and no suspects yet. 2 weeks and no leads yet. 2 weeks and still they are misleading the public. 2 weeks and we still have no information from these agencies. What is going on with our justice system here in the Philippines? Are we really this behind? I would like to appeal to our beloved President Noy to help us further in attaining justice for our dad. I would also like to humbly ask these respectable agencies to please inform us first with regards to the progress of our dad's case before the public. I think that we have the right to know first before anyone else. I am also informing the media as of today and also the public that our lives are still hanging on a thread. We are being observed and followed by motorcycles here in Calbayog and in Manila. What are we supposed to do if another attack follows? We are defenseless. We have no protection because of the implemented gun ban ordered by the President himself. I understand his intention to control the situation, but we are left with nothing, while some politicians control some of the army and some of the PNP officers here in Samar. I would also like to take this opportunity to contest some of the statements made by Governor Shari Antan de los Santos repeatedly aired on Radyo Diwa. Firstly, she was saying that we, the family members of our late beloved Mayor Reynaldo Uy, are pointing at her and her family as the brains behind our dad's inhumane assassination. This is not true. We haven't released any statement leading to her conclusion. But it is in my own opinion that What led her think about such is the public perception of 86% Samareños who know that she is the sole political rival of our dad in this upcoming recall election. Again, I am making a statement that we are not pointing fingers at the tanks. We are still waiting for the results of the investigation and will not make any conclusions out of hearsays. Let us not be defensive because there hasn't been any accusation made at all. Why 86% of Samareños? Because this is the percentage voting population already controlled by the 19 mayors belonging to the Liberal Party. Secondly, she was discussing details about the investigation of our dad's tragic death. Why would she have the privilege of knowing these details first before us? We find it very questionable. She was even defending herself, Inspector Joby Espinido, General Chan, and R.D. Revilla that they don't have any special bond that ties them up as a team against my dad. Again, I am asking, why is she so defensive? All we know is that Hinabangan, where our dad was killed, is located 2 kilometers away from Inspector Espinido's camp in Barangay Canticom, Calbayog, Samar. We were also informed that the TANs were there in Hinabangan an hour before our dad's convoy arrived. The TANs were spotted by the locals accompanied by military men in 6x trucks. After they left, the entire municipality had no policemen in sight. No one could hold what done the roving checking of the public safety, considering that it was a Vesper night before the town's fiesta. After the shooting, some people have seen men in uniforms of the AFP at the back of the houses east of the social hall where the shooting occurred. Why didn't they help at all, and why were they hiding? According to PNP SOCO, the bullet used was an M16, 5.56 millimeters, which entered on the mid-center of our dad's back, exiting on his upper left mid-axillary line. The bullet went through and hit the upper right arm of board member attorney Eunice Babalcon, who was nominated by the LP mayors to be the running mate of our dad in the vice-gubernatorial seat if the recall election pushes through. Is the findings of SOCO that it was an M16 bullet, 5.56 millimeters, used already conclusive? Considering that, according to our research, an M16 5.56 millimeters is a projectile bullet, which means it will not travel a straight trajectory line upon hitting an object. And also the entry is so small, but the exit wound is so large. We don't have a copy yet of the autopsy report from the SOCO. This incident happened while everyone faced the stage for a doxology. An Our Father song was sung that night, and our dad was hit when they were singing the verse, "Thy will be done." It is such a very scary act to do, thinking that the suspect kills even in the midst of a prayer. How much did they pay in exchange for our dad's life? We were so happy as a family. Who gave them the right to take away a person's life? Who gave them the right to take away a very loving father to us, his children, and grandpa to his grandkids? Who gave them the right to take away a great leader who could have helped more people in need? Who gave them the right to destroy people's lives? I strongly believe that God has already made an arrangement for all of you who are behind this murder, and your judgment day will surely come. Thirdly, she also made a statement that she has high respects of our dad because, according to her, quote-unquote translated in English, we were friends and political ally before. If she is really a friend according to her statement, why hasn't she paid us a visit and condole with our family's biggest loss? Why hasn't she sent any flowers yet, nor mass cards and prayers? Why does she not keep her silence about the incident while we are still grieving? I believe that our dad's death has been used by some politicians as a means to gather potential voters in the future. I am asking everyone, in behalf of our family, to please pay us a little respect in our time of grieving. We are also human beings like you who get hurt, cry, grieve, love, and miss a very important person in our lives who are in eternal separation from us. We deserve some dignity and quiet time to cope up with our loss. If Governor Shari Antan has high respect to our dad, why is it that during the alumni homecoming of the Samar State University last April 16, 2011, she snubbed him as if my dad, Mayor Tekwa of Catbalogan, Board Member Babalcon, who accompanied him, did not exist at all. Governor Tan left before my dad could make his speech and dance his kuracha. My dad and company made the courtesy of making gala to Governor Tan when she danced the kuracha. Lastly, Governor Tan de Los Santos was also discussing about the reward money amounting to 1.2 million pesos and how she and her family are willing to raise the bounty for whoever has any information about the assassination. We thank you for that, but I was informed that the DILG and the PNP denied the request. In behalf of the entire Uy family, I would like to inform everyone that we are raising the bounty to 2 million pesos. Thus, whoever has any information about the devastating incident, please come to us and not just to anyone else. We are assuring you that you and your identity will remain confidential to protect you against these vicious people behind our dad's assassination. Before I end this conference, I would like to ask my fellow Samareños to please hold on to our faith. Hold on to our principles and beliefs. I know that God allowed this tragic incident to happen because He has a greater plan for us all. We may not see the answers to our questions today, but somehow we will find them tomorrow. We will continue to fight to achieve change in Samar. We will continue to fight to make sure that justice will be served for our beloved late Mayor Reynaldo Ining Uy and the entirety of Western Samar. Let us not be afraid. Thus, let us hold hand in hand to bring greater glory to us all. I would also like to express our heartfelt gratitude to the press people who are here today. You are our instruments of our long journey of attaining change in Samar and justice for our beloved Mayor Uy. May you not be tired of helping us show the truth behind every lies, show the crookedness behind every cover-ups. We still believe in the deliverance of factual news. Again, thank you so much and have a blessed day.